Manda. Welcome to my channel. Today I am planning in my TPC Nation Hybrid Planner in the daily pages for the week of what week is it? June 27th through July 3rd. My brain just can't brain right now. It's just like, what? Can't remember those numbers for the life of me. I think I've like been confused the whole, like every time I've done it, especially if I'm using a undated planner. Okay, so I'm gonna put this aside. Sorry about my chair. What we are going to do, what the hell was that? Oh my goodness. Okay, so my brain today is just like, what are you doing? Why are you talking like that? Alright, so I'm just gonna go ahead and kind of like white all this out here, like especially on this side here. How to prepare your spreads. I should probably like wipe this stuff out off camera, because like I'm sure this is like pretty boring, and like listening to me ramble on is probably the most irritating thing in the world while I try to do this and try to fill the air while I'm doing it. Yeah, isn't that great? I bet it is. I'm like super chipper like right now. I don't know why. I think it's because I just got finished watching some like really funny like Instagram reels / Facebook stories, you know, TikToks, all that. But I watch them on Instagram and everybody posts like they're saying the same thing. But anyway, like the same videos on all the things, but yeah. Whoo. Just trying to make it through the day. I actually saw this like really like interesting. It was like a repost of like, I'm sure this person's a prepper, but the other person, the person whose original video that they reposted was talking about how like, you know, we're complaining about rise of gas prices right now, and she was saying that we should be concerned with the rise of food prices. And I said, well, food prices I know are already like getting higher. But she said the babies for like cattle and stuff are just now being born. And so they aren't incurring the costs of like feed and hay and things like that, right? So, and she was saying how she has like, I think goats or something like that. And she was saying the price of like what, before COVID, or last year in 2021, how much like the things of hay and feed were. And they're like, she said like, this cost me $15 for 2 days, you know, like $14 or $15 for 2 days. And she said, right, today, when I went and bought this, it cost me like $58. So she's saying that we are looking at, you know, prices being like, you know, really, really high. What just happened? That was weird. Sorry if things are like shaking around and stuff. Because I was walking, but my TV unpaused. That was weird. Okay, so 27. But she was saying, you know, we're looking at like $15 a pound chicken, you know, in the future. And I'm like, ooh, good thing that I'm, you know, already trying to, you know, slowly transition into being a vegetarian, because I was sitting there going like, holy crap, because that's what you said, we aren't incurring the costs quite of like maintaining these things. So I'm just like, oh, holy crap. Because we don't think about that. Like, what goes into raising an animal for slaughter? It's like, or an animal for consumption, like milk or something like that, you know? And it's just, holy crap. So, yeah, if you haven't thought about becoming a vegetarian, and now might be a good time to start thinking about that. I'm currently on sort of in the pescapolitarian. That's what I'm going to call it. Fish and chicken. But majority, it's like, I want to say 80-20. Like 80% vegetarian meals with, 20% of the fish and chicken. Yeah, so I'm going to just go ahead. I went with the black. And I was going to do this with rainbows because this is the last week of Pride, and Pride Day is on the 23rd. I thought it would be fun to try and do a kind of rainbow. So I'm just looking at what I've got left on this sheet. I think I'm going to do yellow for Monday. But yeah, I'm like, oh, we are, I would suggest not panicking. Don't panic. Just, we're going to get through all this crap together. You know what I mean? It's just, we gotta keep ourselves, not get overly emotional about things, and keep ourselves moderate, and, or at least our emotions moderate, and try to get through all this crap together. Because here's the thing. It's all going to we're either going to end up making more money, or, trying to make more money, getting better jobs and whatnot, working second jobs if we have to, not spending as much money on things. And then we are going to have to, we're just going to have to do that. And, eventually it's going to level out. You know what I mean? We're going to get back to production levels that we were at. Eventually the whole thing with Russia and Ukraine is going to, be resolved. Eventually, we're all going to get back to production, food production and manufacturing production that we were before 2019. I mean, we just have to weather the storm. We're preparing for a hurricane. Like, that's how I like to think about it. Like, I lived on the Gulf Coast. I'm from New Orleans originally. So I know, like, it's just weathering the storm. We got to get through it, and we got to get through it together, and getting everyone you should prepare. Yes, I totally agree with that. But panicking and, completely just taking everything off the shelves at the store isn't going to, it's going to take, when you don't really need it. If you would normally buy one, pack of pasta, buy 2 packs of pasta. Don't clear off the shelves, because I've seen people do it. Like, honey, I was about to go and try to buy one of those, and they have so much stuff in her cart. I'm like, what? It's like, I get, especially here in Utah where, people have big families, that, you know, that might be a week's worth of meals. Maybe that, you know, maybe you need 5 packs of spaghetti to get through a week. I mean, there is that. But at the same time, it's like, I see people just getting really, really worked up about this. And I'm sure if you had to feed a lot of family members, you would be panicking. Yeah, like it's gonna get expensive, and here, like I said, here's the thing: it's eventually going to even out. You know, it's not going. It's just we have to weather it. We just have to get through this and do everything the best that we can, and not be angry and mean at each other, and you know, just try to be helpful to each other. And remember, everybody's struggling right now. I mean, probably the only people who aren't struggling are, you know, the CEOs of these companies, like, and stuff. So I guess there's that. But yeah, we're all in this together, and we need to remember that. We need to just be calm. Just go with it. And, you know, it's just I went up from like really chipper to like really solemn, didn't I? Like, I total mood swing there. But anyway, so yeah, so I'm putting down these glitter headers. I'm doing, because I'm not using a kit this time, I'm using Happy Planner stickers. I'm just gonna go ahead and just do how I've been doing my previously when I don't use kits. So this is the plan. So each day is going to be a color theme. Let's do this pink. Pink for Saturday. But yes. It's like I just read an article about how, like, here rent prices and property prices have gone like sky high. But I just read an article about how prices have dropped significantly in one city here in Utah. I'm like, okay, that tells you, you know, everybody, that it's gotten to a point where, you know, the craze, quote unquote, has stopped a little bit. Or like inventory or whatever, or like the people who are going to buy or whatever have done so. And so, like I said, it's gonna even out. I mean, I was looking at my at my apartment, that like just to see like what is like on available, you know, and just see what the prices are they're asking for. And like the apartment across from the hall from me has been empty since the end of May. Like they moved out, I think. Sorry. Like Memorial Day weekend kind of thing. And nobody's moved in yet. So that either means nobody's renting it, or nobody wants to rent it. And there's several other places listed too. And I was looking at the price, and it's $400 more than I'm paying now. And if you watch my budget with me, as you know how much I pay for rent, we're talking about almost $1,800 a month for my apartment that they're trying to rent the apartment across the street from me, across the hall from me. And I'm like, that's ridiculous. It's a 2-bedroom apartment. It's not that big. So I think we're getting to the point where people are like, no. I mean, there's always going to be the people who are going to pay whatever, and like there's some of us who can't pay that, and we will go and aren't afraid to, you know, go elsewhere. Okay, so let's find some boxes. I'm going to be using the Rainbow Mega sticker book. So this is going to be yellow. So let's see, flip to the yellow section here. I think what I want to do is a box and a quote. Let's see. I think what I want to do, let's do easy peasy lemon squeezy. And then let's see. Cute boxes. Don't need the boxes though. Where are the quotes? Here we go. Let's do look on the bright side. And I'm okay with the lines poking through there. I mean, some people would sit there and like with their whatevers and try to try to do that, and I think what I'm going to do is just use highlighter and my dot markers on these pages, and this is just going to be journaling. So that's Monday. Oh yeah, and just to bring in a little bit of fun for my pineappling, we're just going to put a random, well, my pineapple theme that I've been going with. Just put random pineapple on each page. Okay, so this one's going to be orange. So I think we were using the same. Let's do this one, everyday EA. And then let's do, and this is Pride Day. Woohoo! So let's see what we have. Let's go with good vibes. I think that would be appropriate. Yeah, I like. Okay, Tuesday is purple. Oh, Wednesday is purple. Sorry, my brain. Let's see. Let's do fine. I'm trying to use up boxes. Find balance in every day. Just trying to use, oh my gosh, where's the, there we go. Oh, perfect for my theme of my ramble for this video. Everything is going to be okay. It's kind of how we have to do it. I was talking to my friends, and we kind of talk about how this is very similar to how the Great Depression started. Not to say that this is going to be a redo of that because a lot of stuff went into that. But you know, our at least my generation, my grandparents were, you know, babies during the Great Depression, were born just before it. So like, they made it through, we can make it through this. It's not, the world isn't ending, thank goodness, you know, like, it's just going to be a struggle for a little bit. I don't like, this is, this one's the closest, but I don't particularly care for the quote. Have a little faith, I guess, faith in mankind. Hopefully. We can all get through this together. That's honestly, let's see. Have less, do more, live well. It's like, geez, what's with these quotes? It's like, ooh. All right, green's on this side. So we want, don't quit your daydream. I think that's a good one. And then I think the quotes are on this side. Ooh, I really wish they, you can do anything you set your mind to. I think that's, just trying to have a positive outlook on, you know, the future, like everyone should, in this situation that we're facing. So that's just me rambling on about nonsense. Like I do. But yeah. I like this one. Don't put off your happy life. Let's put this one down here. And then life happens, coffee helps. I like that one. And I think I'm going to take some sprinkles here. Sprinkles. Just to give it a little bit more pizzazz. Because it's so small. Life happens, coffee helps. And then Sunday, we need sort of this blue, I think is the closest one. Yep, I think this blue is. Let's see, create happy today. And then let's do good times. Oh, go on. That's not even the right color. Hold on. Here we go. Color your world with kind words. That's a big quote, but I generally don't do much journaling on the weekend. I just forget. But anyway, I know those colors don't really match, but close enough. Okay, so I want to go back and put random pineapples. Let's do random pineapples. I'm gonna one day be like looking back on this and be like, why? Because this is my sort of my memory planner. Like, why are there pineapples? What was I doing? It may or may not make any sense then, but that's okay. That's okay. I kind of like not things not making sense sometimes. Obviously. Okay. Gonna trim a little bit of this one off. And then this one. And I'm getting these pineapples from the food sticker book, and they're not wanting to come off very easily. It's like they got a little too cut a little too deeply in there. So there we go. All right, so this is where I got the pineapples from, the food. Elementos. No. I don't know. I was just trying to read it in other languages. But anyway, so this is my week in my TPC Nation hybrid dailies. So let me try to put these back in here. Oh. Come on, Kim. I'm just having troubles today, aren't I? Alright, so here's the start of the week with my my dashboard and the weekly with, of course, pineapples, and then my rainbow and pineapples for Pride. Well, is it Pride Week or is it just Pride Day? I mean, it's Pride Month, probably Pride Week, and then Pride Day on Tuesday. So yeah, here we are. I love it. It's so cute. All right, everyone. I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, please give it a like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye, y'all.